Alright, so we're back at it again with another Miniverse Make It Mini Potions. If you saw our last video, you know that I finally got another new one, which I'm always excited to get the new ones, but I'm also not too disappointed when I get a duplicate. So we're going to open this one and see what we get. Alright, so we now have it down to the bare base. So we're going to pop this open and see what all we have. And as usual, it always comes with your instructions for dealing with resin. So if you've never dealt with resin before, I suggest you read this first.
We do recommend adult supervision on this one.
Always has adult supervision. So we're not going to look at this yet because this has all our instructions on how to make it. And I always wait until after we open everything so I can guess. Because as somebody who likes to deal with the potions a lot, I like to guess like which ones I probably have. Which, based off of this, I'm fairly certain we have a duplicate. I am almost certain. Not 100% sure yet. I'll have to see like all the add-ins and everything. It looks like we have that one again, but I won't know until I see like the bottle.
So when you're opening your bags, you want to open them completely, like take the seam.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you like open it flat like this.
Yeah, because there are small pieces to this sometimes, and it just doesn't work. So we got some skulls and some purple glitter.
Yeah, so I am almost certain we have infusion of wormwood again, which will be a duplicate if we do.
I think we have something else, but she's the expert.
But as I was saying, I probably won't know until I look at the actual bottle itself. But as I said at the start of the video, I'm not too disappointed when I get duplicates. Although I do really enjoy getting new ones. Yeah, so we only have two purples, which is this one here and this one. And based off of the bottle, it is infusion of wormwood. I probably won't know 100% until I look at the paper.
It looks like we got everything.
So now that we have everything out, we're going to take a look inside here. Yep, we have infusion of wormwood for the second time.
Okay.
So this is a duplicate. Which we get to just add the potion itself to the wall. But one of the things that I always suggest when you start doing these is before you even start mixing everything, make sure you take all the like stickers that keep everything closed off, because it makes mixing everything easier. Because all you have to do is just take like the stoppers off.
Opening the resin really does require the adult supervision because it is hard to open, and you don't want your kids getting resin on their fingers.
Even though I am an adult, I still ask like my aunt's help, because even for me it's a little tricky.
And even for me, the adult, it can be a little tricky.
Yeah, so we're gonna pause while we get the resin open. Alright, we are back with everything nice and ready. So step number 1 is always to take your glitter and mix it into your resin. And this can be a bit of a messy process, even for like some adults like me. Everything's messy. So we don't lose that stopper. We're gonna put that in there. Okay. So once you have your glitter in your cauldron, you're just gonna mix it. I always suggest going like slowly at first, so that you don't spill like I did. We want to make sure like everything's all mixed. This is definitely easier when I had like no nails. Nails get in the way a little bit. I'll push some of that excess glitter in. I'll make sure you get as much of the glitter into the cauldron as possible, because this is what makes the potion really come to life. Okay, so once you have it all mixed, they do say in the instructions to mix your skulls into the potion, but I find that doing that, your potion kind of gets stuck in the funnel. And so what I do instead is I take the skulls and I just put them directly into the vial. It does come with a pair of tongs to help with this, but sometimes the tongs don't really work. There's some very small pieces.
Get them out?
Yep. Alright, so once you have all your skulls at the bottom of your potion bottle, you're then going to take your funnel, put it on top of your vial, and this is where it comes handy to have another person nearby, because they can hold the funnel and potion bottle down while you pour all your resin mixture into it. And you do want to do this at like a slow pace, that way you don't overfill the funnel. It's being very slow today.
It does not want to come through.
Try lifting it up a little bit. There it goes. Sometimes you gotta get like almost like a vacuum function going by lifting it up a little bit. Because if there's like too much air pressure inside the bottle when you're pouring the resin, it won't flow.
And it is very thick.
It is very thick. So once you kind of notice that your funnel's a little empty, you can add more. And you want to make sure you get every last bit out of the cauldron as possible. Otherwise, you'll have a very sad looking potion. Do a little bit more. Okay. So that's the last of the potion. So once you have it all in, you do kind of want to make sure you don't have too much at the top. Otherwise, once you cure it, your stopper won't fit. So sometimes it helps to take your stopper and like kind of push some of the potion down. So there you have it before being cured. It is still able to be moved. If I was to flip it over right now, I would have some fall out. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna go cure it now. You can either do that by putting it on the sun for 5 to 10 minutes or under a UV lamp for about 2 minutes. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we got it all nice and clear. I always do a flip test. If nothing falls out after flipping it, then you know your potion's fully cured. That way you don't have to like worry like, did it cure, did it not cure? Always do a flip test. So now that we have the cork on, only thing left to do is add the label and the ribbon. Which with this you can either do like the picture has it, which has it kind of like crossed across the label, or you can do it however you want. Make it your own potion. And of course I'm struggling to get the label off. I always struggle with the label. With or without nails. It's being difficult. Again. If you find that you're having trouble like opening something, always hand it to like another adult. Because sometimes having a second adult nearby helps. So me personally, when it comes to putting the ribbon on my potion bottles, I like to just wrap them around the top. I don't really like to like crisscross it, because sometimes that's a little harder than it seems. Once you get to like the end, you can either tie it, tape it, or glue it down. Personally, because this one is a duplicate, I'm probably not going to really worry about the ribbon too much, because it'll be staying in this little display case. Because I do already have one up on my shelf out on display.
I don't think this, because there's no sticky on it.
There is, it's just being difficult today. I don't get it. It's being mean.
Yeah, this is,
Because like today we're having difficulties getting the label off.
because I have it off, but there's no sticky on the back.
I'm gonna have to go without the label today. But you basically just set all everything in your display case. You're gonna display it.
There's no sticky on the back of it.
Oh yeah, it's scammed. There was no sticky this time. They didn't give us a sticky. Okay. Basically, what I do to display it, if I don't want to put it on like a shelf, is I just put everything back in its bottle. And there you have it.
Cool.
Alright, so that was duplicate of infusion of wormwood. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, like, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.